After spending some time with hero defense, I've come to the conclusion that hero defense is more than just the game's title. It's also the genre of the game, one of which I don't think I've seen before, though it is similar to Dungeon Defender. It's not quite the same. But is it any good? Hero defense is a unique take on the tower defense genre where you control a small set of 5 heroes that would traditionally be your towers in other tower defense games. What sets this game apart, however, is that your heroes aren't static and you can move them around the battlefield as needed to kill the creeps as they march towards your gates. You can spawn your heroes in and level them up inside each match using soul orbs, a currency drop from killing creeps as the primary source. The gameplay itself is pretty straightforward, if not a bit slow at first. With a fairly steep difficulty curve as you progress, by the time I had all 5 heroes unlocked, I wasn't able to progress in the story until I went back and replayed older missions to get more gold, gems, and skill points to level up my heroes. There's an RPG element to the game as well. When not in a mission, you can upgrade your heroes' weapons and skill trees and equip runes to augment the in-mission hero levels. You can also upgrade the town itself so that you can continue to upgrade your heroes' weapons and skill trees. One thing I found to be quite strange is the separation of currencies. There are 2 currencies in the game, and when I first saw gold and gems, I kind of scoffed, thinking, oh great, microtransactions. However, that wasn't the case. You turn gold into gems, which are used to upgrade weapons, and buy towers, which boost stats in a mission if one of your heroes is standing on it. Why they didn't just stick to gold, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe as a balancing mechanic so you can't easily change towers while the mission's ongoing, which I did find a bit frustrating because I would spend all my gems trying to upgrade my heroes and then jump into the mission and have no gems to build the towers if I needed to. Not exactly fond of that design element. I am quite fond of the rune system, however. In normal tower defense games that I've played anyway, a tower is a static level up system where you level it up and it gains, let's say, 5% range at this level and 5% damage at this level, or what have you. In this, you can swap out runes and lock them into different levels, so you can have one hero just stack the shit out of range or damage or speed or what have you, which is pretty cool. You can also level up their weapons and equip them with even more runes per level. Interesting idea at the very least. I wish there were more rune types though. The heroes also don't really do much to distinguish themselves even through their trees. By the time they're all leveled up, they're all functionally the same and have little synergy between them other than Barrows, who buffs everyone around him, which is kind of cool, and I wish the other heroes played off of each other a little bit more as well. The heroes themselves are pretty bog-standard, tropey horror characters, but the voice acting is atrocious, and the dude who voiced Jack was just phoning in the weirdest, most back-assward Shatner impression I've ever heard. It honestly made me almost quit the game at first on account of it being so egregious. The slow pacing at the beginning also didn't really help. The game narrowly dodged a 1 out of 5 had I not just decided to completely ignore it and press on. Luckily for me, I did though. By the time I unlocked the final hero, I had gotten the hang of the game and was actually kind of enjoying it. The mechanics are fun, the unique twist on the genre is fun and refreshing for someone who plays a lot of tower defense mobile games. The ability to go back and play older missions with different challenges like don't move or only use X hero for bonus cash or gems helps keep the game interesting. These almost become a necessity later on as the game gets a lot more difficult and you find yourself needing to power level your heroes. So what are my final thoughts on the game? Well, it's certainly a unique take on the tower defense genre, and one that I honestly quite like. Its weird pacing and god-awful voice acting are certainly some things you have to get over, but once you get into the meat and potatoes that the game offers, it's honestly quite a bit of fun. I give Hero Defense 3 fathers out of 5.